to my vlog. Today, I'm going to be talking about episode 2 of season 16 of Deadliest Catch. And in this episode, the Deadliest Catch fleet is going to be fighting a giant 900-mile typhoon. And there's going to be rogue waves and giant waves. And it's just going to be a crazy episode. So it shows the Saga and Weather and the Saga Bandit, and they're getting 40 to 70 plus king crab in their pots, which is really good. And it shows there's a former Northwestern deckhand on the Saga, Matt Bradley, and he's on the Saga with Jake Anderson and Jonathan Hillstrand. And he was getting seasick because they were in massive seas because of the typhoon. I think the typhoon's name was Hayabusa or something like that. So then it goes to the Cornelia Marie, and the Cornelia Marie is in port fixing their oil pump in the starboard engine. And they get it fixed, start the engine up, and make sure the pressure is good and it's reading better than the other engine. So they decide to cast off. They're in Dutch Harbor, but they could have stayed there a couple days, but they just decided to go out and start fishing because the Russian fleet have 200-foot boats and 40 plus crew on it, and they're just fishing in the storm. So they're like, we better go and try and get to the market before the Russians do, because whoever gets to the market first, they will get the highest price on crab. Then it goes to the Saga, and the Saga is out fishing, and they're still doing good, and a giant rogue wave comes out of nowhere, and Jonathan warns Jake, and the rogue wave is taller than the wheelhouse. It's like a 30-foot wave, and it's just massive. And it comes over the port side, and I guess Jonathan had the window open on the starboard side, and the window, it lets water in, so water just splashes into the wheelhouse. So Jonathan has to clean up all the water from the wave. Then it goes to the Northwestern, and the Northwestern is getting a 40 plus average per pot, which is really good. They're on really good numbers. So then it goes to the Wizard, and Captain Keith shut down because he didn't want to risk his crew getting hurt in the typhoon. So he just shut down, and that was the last time we'll see the Wizard in this episode. Then it goes back to the Saga, and the Saga is just continuing to fish, and they're getting 40 plus average, and they're just doing good. Then it goes to the Southern Wind, and in the last episode, the Southern Wind forced the Saga Bandit to move from where they were. So they're going through their gear, and single-digit numbers in their pots of king crab, which is not good, because they have like 60,000 pounds of king crab to catch. So then it goes to the Northwestern, and while the Northwestern, they were on good king crab numbers, and Sig decided to go into Dutch Harbor because they were only like 75 miles away from Dutch Harbor. And Sig's talking over the radio to another crab boat captain, and Captain Harley on the Southern Wind hears that Sig is on really good numbers, and Harley said, my mom is really good friends with Sig Hansen's mother-in-law, and they're pretty good friends, but since he's not on good, since he knows Sig and the Northwestern is going to be leaving for Dutch Harbor to let the storm pass, he decides to go bring his 225 pots and just bombard the grounds that the Northwestern was on and fish while nobody's there and put a big dent in his quota and get out of there before the Northwestern comes back to their fishing grounds without the Northwestern knowing they were there. Then it shows the Southern Wind on the Northwestern grounds and setting pots, and they're starting to set their pots so they can catch the crab the Northwestern was on. Then it goes to the Cornelia Marie, and the Cornelia Marie is, they're coming back to their grounds from town, and they're getting a 40 plus average of king crab, and that's really good, and they're fishing through the Typhoon. So yeah, it goes to the Southern Wind, and they're getting 40 plus king crab per pot, and they're like, thank you Northwestern for giving us these coordinates so we can go fishing and get the crab that we need to help fill our quota. Then it goes to the Northwestern, and the Northwestern is in Dutch Harbor and the storm is starting to subside. It just shows them in port and riding out the storm, and the weather's starting to get better. Then it goes to the Cornelia Marie, and the Cornelia Marie is, they're still on really good numbers, and then it goes to the Saga, and the Saga's still on really good numbers, and they're getting really close to filling their boat with crab. So then they wanted to fill it while the storm was going on so that they could go into port with the boat full and let the storm settle down. So there was only 3 boats in this episode that stayed out during the big storm. It was the Southern Wind, the Saga, and the Cornelia Marie. So they stuck to their grounds to stick and stay and make it pay, while the Typhoon was Hayabusa, or whatever the storm was called, the market before the Russians do and get the highest price possible, because king crab price per pound was $12.40 per pound. So that was episode 2 of season 16 of Deadliest Catch. Next week will be episode 3, and I can't wait for the new episode of Deadliest Catch. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to hit the bell icon down below so you can be notified when I upload videos. Also, thank you guys for watching. Please share this video with your friends and family, and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you guys for watching, and if you ain't dreaming, you ain't living. Don't forget to dream big.